Hi YouTube, my name is Sweet Like Candy. This is my spiritual channel, as you can tell. As you can tell from the voodoo doll and the crystals. That is always welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna channel another collective message. I did channel a few things and I wrote them down, but I don't know what it's gonna be about. Usually I kind of jot down things that are happening throughout the week, but this week I had in mind, like, I just want a clean slate when I go to read, unless something is very prominent. That way I give my audience more what they need, because our section of the region may be not experiencing the same thing as your section of the region. Weird that came through, but yeah, it came through, right? So we're gonna be using tarot. We divinate here in this channel. Let me just get a sip of water. So the things that I channeled as I was cleansing and prepping for this video, I got surround yourself with positive people. I heard Draina, and I heard it as a name, but then I'm like, well, maybe Draina, like, some people will be too draining to your energy. And I have been hearing, and I wanted to share this, harness the full moon's energy. That I thought it would be a good idea to share. The full moon's energy is due to release energies that are no longer serving you, or that you just wish to release, really. I just heard moon magic, or for moon magic I heard devise a plan. So maybe your guides want you to start prepping and jotting down things that, I heard the name Savannah, things that you want to release for the upcoming full moon, and start maybe looking into full moon practices on how to release. I also heard the name Donna White, and I seen the color white also. And I just heard prosperity and the name Victor. Okay, so let me see if I can channel anything else in the meantime. I'm getting a lot of crown at this moment, a lot of crown chakra. I'm looking at my crystals and all I see is selenite and amethyst, which is like a straight crown. And I'm starting to get the confirmation burps, which I hate. I heard enrich your environment and more dreaming, and I heard highlighted. So I don't know if with more dreaming means that your dreams will begin to increase, or if they want you to start dreaming bigger, as in your goals. I heard reaching higher heights. And with that, I'm seeing like a skyscraper. So I also heard romanticize your life, which I heard in the last channeling that I did. I think because my audience is small at this time, all of my readings, or the majority of them, just kind of like trickle into one another. So I just heard expect to see more. So Okay, maybe they want me to keep my eyes closed. But let me just share that. I think like my channelings just kind of trickle into one another. I just seen a train. And I heard the light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe you guys are starting to come out of something. I heard something big. And I heard shadow cast. So either you're coming out of an ego death or shadow cast, or maybe I heard permanent cycle. So maybe you just learned something about your shadow self, or a certain shadow self aspect that you have. I heard enlightening truth. So and I heard daunting task. So I think you just went through a ego death or a shadow period that taught you something about yourself. And that is like a lesson that you learned. And obviously once you learn a lesson, like, you just can't go back. I heard important milestone and dignity. Okay, so that's quite a bit. Quite a bit of channeling. Let me just get another sip of water. I'm sorry. Okay. And I keep hearing something about contusions. So I don't know if you guys have been waking up with bruises. I heard alarming. You might want to get that checked out. Or it might be something that's going on in your dream state. Oh, sorry, I closed the drawer. I thought I was going to drop my phone. Okay, guys, let me see. Let's pull some tarot, see what we can get. Okay, so about your own addictions, let this card remind you to stand up and cast yourself in those chains. So too much grounded. So with this card, I'm getting that you guys are kind of too trapped in the like in the physical realm, because I see like their root, like the end of their tails has like a little flame, and with that it's almost like that root chakra is like burning hot. It's like steaming, like you're too grounded. I'm feeling like too much of the mundane has taken over. Maybe that might be the work life. I heard exercise more. The work life. Okay. And I'm also getting like, I was hearing, one thing I didn't write down was hearing seek solace. So you guys are asking you at this time to take some time alone. I heard realize yourself. let's take some time alone, especially if we just went through an ego death. It's like recovery mode. So going from an ego death into like jumping straight into the mundane world, it's like you just finished a daunting task in the spiritual realm to then start daunting task in the physical. It may be too much for your vessel right now, so a lot of playtime. Okay, yeah, and then romanticize your life. A lot of playtime. I heard a lot of inner activities. Okay, so maybe returning back to the spiritual, like taking some time alone and processing information. I just channeled that. That just came out. Processing information that you just learned. Feeling out how you can now. Oh my God, what's the word? Like bring it into your reality. Seeing how the lessons that you just learned during that transition, how they can be implemented into your current reality, how you can use it in your relationships, in your work life, even in your hobbies. Because that's why we go through ego death. It's not just to like have epiphanies, but it's also to help it better each and every aspect of our lives. So at this time, you're being asked to do that. Okay, that's probably why they want you to harness the full moon's energy to help release. Because you have all these lessons, and a lot of the times that we learn these lessons, they're kind of like sad truths, so we stay a little scorned for a while. So releasing these energies from your vessel will help to, I heard channel good instinct, will help what? Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Will help you live a better life. Let's just add that, because I know that will fit. Let's see. I heard the name Agatha, or like Bertha. I don't know. Something with the. Oh my God, these cards. Okay. So I got a tower moment, but I got it like in the block position. Oh, sorry. So, you implementing these things will help stop tower moments, right? These lessons are to help you. You learn these lessons so that you do not repeat the same thing again, right? I heard crusade. A crusade. I guess it's like a voyage on water, right? And water is emotions. So learning to cope with your emotions. Maybe I'm feeling like you're just, whatever you just went through, I just heard in the metaphysical, left you with a lot of heavy emotions. So, and you have to, it's so weird because grounding is like you have to ground, right? To kind of be in the there and now, but also too much grounding will leave you like freaking out because you're worried about all of these experiences in this physical realm. So it's like you have to learn a balance. You have to be grounded enough so that you're not in your mental state thinking about things that can go wrong, but then at the same time You can't be worried about things that can go wrong. You have to be in the here and now and look around and assess like what is currently happening. It's usually nothing, guys. Most of the time it's gonna be nothing. It's just gonna be you freaking out. So yeah, so don't forget the lessons that you learned. Don't forget what you just learned. Oh my god, I was saying, what lessons does the collective need to know? So yeah, we learned quite a bit of lessons. Oh, that just came out. Okay. So actually 2 came out, and they both came out like at the black position, and they're both cups. I got the 7 of cups and the 8 of cups. Oh my god, that's so crazy. 'Cause 7 and 8, it's like leading to something. So okay, so the lessons that you learned were about how to break illusions and how to know when to walk away. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. 7 and 8, and then they're both cups. I never realized how, like, I mean, they're not alike. Oh my god, you guys, look. So it's like this card, but in the spiritual realm, and then again in the physical realm. And look at the full moon. Oh my god. I swear I don't make these things up, you guys. Yeah, and every time I see that tissue and the 7 of cups, I get like crying. A lot of sad nights. It's almost like, let's take out like a little guardian angel. Wow. And what was that? Didn't I get something about, I think I said voyage? Voyage. Yeah, learning when to walk away. Learning when to walk away. I'll dwell on that a little bit more. I'm going to check out the back of the deck, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Cycles. I want to read it. I want to read what it says. Opportunity is knocking. Answer the door. How far are you willing to stretch for what you desire? Comfort zones aren't the ideal spot right now. Are you up and ready? This wheel turns continually. Sometimes you are up, sometimes you are down. Be ready to grab your chance at success. So yeah, learning to walk away. Also, like, remember, so implementing in the physical what you learned in your ego death in the spiritual, and that completed a cycle on its own, but also don't forget that cycle that you learned. I heard contusions happen. Again, I heard contusions happen. That blood. Okay. So with blood, it's like family ties, familial ties. Ties just came out. So familial tiles. What the heck? Why can't I talk? Family ties. No, familial ties. So it's something that occurs in your family. Something occurs, and then look at all this darkness, right? Look at all this darkness. But once you get this card, it's so bright and sunny. Then you have all the angels and the Sphinx, which is like protection. I'm getting Kundalini with the snake too. And Kundalini. Yeah. So after you reach, oh, and remember the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes. It's so empowering when you finish the message and then, like, you get reminded that you actually did a good job. Like, yeah, you actually got the word out. So yeah. Yes, you too. So this is your spread. Please like and subscribe and come back for more. And congratulations on your lesson.